All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you, sincere Akim, out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, I'm going to jump straight into this video. I don't want to ratazah to be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Kwadash. And it's going to be a real quick one. I just wanted to spotlight this video, highlight this video from Redacted. It's entitled, as you can see on the screen, the thumbnail is Creepy Joe. And it's got draft with a question mark, in the title, right? And the title of the video is called the U.S. I'm going to read a little bit of the description too. The U.S. military is collapsing. Here's how to save it. Retired Colonel Redacted with Clayton Morris. So I just wanted to spotlight this video. It's a good watch. We've been reporting on this. Myself and other brothers have done a plethora, well, not a plethora, but we've done a couple of videos showing you that the recruiting numbers are at an all-time low. First and foremost, we've brought out that the patriotism for Babylon the Great is at an all-time low. Okay, not to mention, as I'm going to bring out, the men have become as women. A lot of these men are effeminate, they're weak. These Babylonians, they're obese, they're out of shape, they're lazy. This place is through. It's a former shell of itself. Okay, and like I said, we've done videos on it. Just do your due diligence. You see that they've been having a hard time recruiting, so much so that we've even reported that they were talking about drafting women as well. Okay, and it's becoming more and more of a reality. Why is this? Because that third's woe is quickly approaching. Okay, we're right there, baby. Our redemption is nigh. So again, off of Redacted, the U.S. military is collapsing. Here's how to save it. Retired, you can't save it. You can't heal Babylon. There is no balm for her. This place is through. It says, let's read the description. It says, are you ready to send your husband, son, or nephew to war? And matter of fact, over there in the Ukraine, they called everybody, man. People that were, was that Ukraine or was that here? I can't remember. Was that Russia? I believe the Ukraine and Russia did it. They called reserves. They called people that were, I can't remember. It's slipping my mind where exactly it was, but they had called up, anybody that had pretty much any type of military experience, basically, because they needed them to train the recruits. It didn't matter how old you were, man. They were I forget the country, but like I said, one of the countries, they were calling up people that were at the end of their military contract, man, just on reserves. So hey, this thing is getting hot and heavy, man. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is truly mustering the host of the battle. He's stirring these people up, man. So it says, are you ready to send your husband, son, or nephew to war? Hey, and they left out the women, but I told you there's reports about them talking about drafting women also. It said you'd have to consider it if the U.S. revives the military draft. That is what a recent military.com opinion piece argues is necessary due to record low enrollment. I done gave you a plethora of reasons. Okay? So is the solution compulsory service based on a draft? Or is the solution to not wage unsuccessful wars? Because, hey, all the top military advisors, anybody that's in the know, knows that America doesn't stand a fighting chance against Russia and China. They're going to lose horribly. But it is what it is. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is mustering the host of the battle. It says so, or is the solution to not wage unsuccessful wars. Just like Rome was spread thin, America's spread thin. You know? And what exactly is a successful war? Is it time to take a serious look at who loses their lives in war? Because they started out by going into usually it's the poorer class, the poorer people that whose children go off to fight, but it's looking like they might have to send the upper classes children also. Hey, beautiful times that we're living in. So like I said, I just wanted to spotlight that video from Redacted. I'm not going to be long. Just a couple scriptures and I'm going to close out. Again, I don't want to rot this out. This is edifying and exhorting and comforting. Our redemption truly is nigh. This place is through. Jeremiah 51:30, straight to the point. The mighty men of, matter of fact, I'm going to get it in the blue letter too. Salakia, hold on, bear with me for a second. This is Jeremiah 51:30. In the KJV, it says, the mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might hath failed. They became as women. They are burnt. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. All right, and we're gonna get the some different translations. So this is in the NKJV, the mighty men of Jeremiah 51:30. The mighty men of Babylon have ceased fighting. That's why they got to implement a draft. Okay, Hey, these GMO babies, these Generation X babies, they not built like the old men. Them old men that came back from Vietnam. They had the Agent Orange sprayed on them and shit. Them men are tough as nails, man. But these GMO babies are soft as terry cloth. So it says the mighty men are a bunch of effeminate, docile, dumbed down. Hey man, this place is through. All they know how to do is play Call of Duty. They get drafted, they hoping they just gonna be man the drones. Nah, they gonna have motherfuckers on the front line, man. You gonna have to learn some hand-to-hand combat in this bitch, man. Hey, cause we know the Third War is gonna take place over there in the Levant, okay? The Fertile Crescent, the Middle East, okay? Chiefly like around Saudi Arabia. And that's gonna be the worst kind of combat ever. That's gonna be what they call it, urban warfare, okay? Up close and personal, man. Hiding in buildings, That's gonna be a bloody battle, man. That's why also they're gonna have to implement the draft. Because technology has increased, man. Esau done perfected the sword. He got all type of robot dogs and drones with fucking machine guns on top of it. All type of different, all type. He done perfected the sword. So them body, that's just the reality of things. As time progressed, these wars got more and more bloody, more and more violent. So how much more the war to end all wars? They're gonna be dropping like flies, man. Okay? So they're gonna have to implement a draft. And it's biblical. So going back to Jeremiah 51:30 in the NKJV, the New King James Version, it says, the mighty men of Babylon have ceased fighting. They have remained in their strongholds. Their might has failed. They became like women. A lot of them are damn fucking changed their plumbing. They're gonna recruit them too. Them alternative people. The alphabet community. You gonna get drafted too. They have become like women. They have burned her dwelling places. The bars of her gate are broken. This place is through. America has lost its hegemony. Okay? It's the NLT. Her mightiest warriors no longer fight. They stay in their barracks. A lot of the patriotism to this place is through. They ain't going out there. They don't believe in the ideologies of this place, man. They see this place is going to hell in a handbasket. And a lot of the mighty men, the ex-military men, they're not gonna go if they get drafted. They forming militias, man. They up in the mountains. They up in the forests and shit, running drills and shit with their war buddies, man. Getting ready to purge this bitch. Okay, collecting artillery, collecting rocket launchers and grenades and M16s, AKs and shit. It's gonna be a civil war in America again, man. They're gonna lash out. This bitch is through. Her mightiest warriors no longer fight. They stay in their barracks. Their courage gone. A lot of them, like I said, fighting fucking drones and shit. They got even tanks you can man, remotely. They have become like women. The invaders have burned the houses and broken down the city gates. Let's get one more in the NIV, right? So it says Jeremiah 51:30 in the NIV. Babylon's warriors have stopped fighting. They remain in their strongholds. Their strength is exhausted, like Rome. They're spread thin. They wore the fuck out. They have become weaklings. Again, that's why they're having a hard. They had to lower the standard for the recruitment process. For like what they call it. They go through like you got to go through like a test and shit like that. I forget what they call it. I slip in my mind right now, but like whatever test they take, where they run into, you'll see them in the movies and shit doing bear crawls, crawling under wires, and you got to do so many push-ups, do so many pull-ups, and run so many miles, and so on and so forth. They done lowered the standard. Why? Because these GMO babies, these Generation Xers, are a bunch of goddamn weaklings, man. Dumbed down, effeminate, filled with estrogen. This place is through. Babylon's warriors, that's why they said America don't stand a fighting chance. Babylon's warriors have stopped fighting. They remain in their strongholds. Their strength is exhausted. They have become weaklings. Her dwellings are set on fire. The bars of her great gates are broken. Because Yahweh Bashim Haushai is going to put an evil thought in Russia, man, in their minds, to go up to the city of unwalled villages. Hey, America about to be touched, about to be ravished like she ain't never been ravished before. And it tells you in the scriptures that the Medes, which are the Russians, shall not regard silver nor gold. Ain't nothing you can do when them stormtroopers step foot on this place. It's through. It's over. It's a 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. That's why 7 women, Isaiah, what's that, 4:1, I believe? I think it's Isaiah 4:1. 7 women shall take hold of one man in that day, to take away their shame and reproach, saying we'll eat our own bread and make our own apparel. A man is going to be like a covert from the wind in them times, man. Beautiful times that we're coming in. Beautiful times, your part times for the elect. Horrific times for the rest of you. Our redemption truly is nigh. It says, the virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. Why? Because the men are going to go over there in the wars and die, as it's going to say. A draft is coming. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars, right? The race wars, the class wars, the sedition in the streets, home invasions, and then the actual third woe. In the wars, right, shall their bridegrooms be destroyed. They're going to be dropping like flies, man. That's why they're going to have to implement a draft. And their husbands shall perish of famine. Yeah, a lot of you are going to go over there and starve, starve to death. Going to be stuck over there, Beautiful times that we're living. I'm going to close out here. Joel. Whole chapter's fire. Joel chapter 3. I start at 11. Joel 3 and 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yahweh Shaphat, Yahweh's decision. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Because Yahushua HaMashiach is the Grim Reaper. Yahushua HaMashiach is that death angel that came through Egypt, man, and killed all the firstborn. That was Yahushua HaMashiach. And he's coming back to take vengeance, and upon the wicked. And he's not going to meet you as a man. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. The sins of this place had reached the heavens. Now it's time for Esau, Edom, and these heathens to play the tab. The bill is due, baby. Multitudes, multitudes. Tells you that in Isaiah 66, and I believe it's 16. The slain of the Lord shall be many. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. You see? That's times you're coming into. Beautiful times. Beautiful times for the elect, man. Beautiful, yapar times. Horrific times for the rest of you. All right, so keep pushing, keep fighting, man. We're close. Shalom. Wa abad babal, kwam nesharala.